All right, guys. So right now is a very interesting time, to say the least, when it comes to owning a cleaning business or pretty much just any business in the trade space. And this is really due to the landscape of the economy and so many companies right now that are struggling to find good, reliable employees who can actually maintain a job in this space for more than, let's say a day or two. So this video is a little bit more mindset related. I understand that I have a ton of content that talks a lot about like sales and marketing strategies to grow your clients. But right now I've seen the bottleneck kind of shift. There definitely are a lot of people out there that's still their bottleneck, but for the people that are a little bit more established, or even they just want to focus on more so just growing a company and not having to work in it, now they're facing the issue of staffing. And I'm seeing a lot of pivots in this industry right now where the online forums that I'm involved in, or the Facebook groups or online groups, where people are actually moving away from their business that they've worked so hard to create. They've spent, hours and hours, a bunch of sweat equity to create a company that, has clients, it has a proven system, and now they're essentially throwing in the towel. And I'm seeing it all the time. Every day people are saying, hey, I've decided to throw in the towel, or I've decided to let 50% of my clientele go. Now it's just me and my sister working. Or I've decided to pivot away from the cleaning business, guys. I'm done. Now I'm focusing on my real estate business. And what this tells me is that more so than not, these people weren't willing to ride out the storm. Now, I know that everyone is in their own unique positions. They have their own life scenarios. And some people, maybe they really just had no choice, where their business was literally dying day by day until it got brought to ground zero, where they literally had nothing. And yeah, obviously you have to do what you got to do. But I think for most people, the reason why they're pivoting right now is not due to having no opportunity and no chance to survive as a business. It's more so from shiny object syndrome. And if you guys aren't familiar with that, it basically means when times get tough, your brain is going to play games on you. It's going to play tricks on you. And a different business model is going to seem much more attractive and much more appealing, strictly because you're faced with challenges right now. And this is very important to understand, because the pandemic, the economy, crash that we're essentially going through right now is the first taste that a lot of these people have gotten in their whole lives. They've essentially been able to create a business relatively easy, and now things have changed quite dramatically in the past, almost 2 years. So this is something important to notice. From this point on, the cleaning industry is expected to grow pretty exponentially. Just in the past year, cleaning businesses are opening left and right, and it's probably not going to stop anytime soon. I think there's a very positive landscape for this. Now, with those new companies coming in the same next year or so, you're going to see an equal amount that are going to be closing for these exact reasons that I mentioned, which is basically things got hard, their business model has changed to where, they can't operate the same way. Now they have to increase prices, do whatever they have to do. And that's just the nature of it, guys. Our economy is in a bad spot right now, but it's not going to last forever. Things are going to turn around. It's not like we can keep doing this forever. So if you're faced with these challenges right now, it's really just about finding ways to pivot, not necessarily enter a new business model or try something new, but pivot from how you originally operated things. So if you guys are looking to, hire new staff, for example, maybe your previous model involved always looking for employees to hire full-time, and you're finding that during your interview and screening process that it's not working for you. Well, rather than just giving up all hope and taking the woe is me approach and saying, no one wants to work, this business model doesn't suit anyone, the cleaning business is dead. Well, think about all the other cleaning companies in your area that are, ranked #1 on Google. They're still running ads, they're still promoting their business, they're still hiring employees. They have, a dozen people and multiple company vehicles. If the cleaning industry was truly dead, they wouldn't have a business. They wouldn't have anybody working right now. So this is where you got to start taking new approaches. Maybe it's time to consider looking the independent contractor route. You know, maybe it's not your ideal scenario, but what's more ideal? Looking for independent contractors versus, full-time employees, or just doing all the cleaning yourself and not trying to hire at all. So little things like this, guys. The moral of the story is just stay in there. Yes, things are getting tough, but look, if you want to be a company that tries something else, that closes your business, and then 2 years later, when things look a lot more promising, the labor issue is no longer an issue, people are working again, and you start to see dozens and dozens of new cleaning companies that are pretty successful in your area, and you have to revisit that and basically start from scratch, just know that that was because you didn't ride it out, and truly give it your all and exhaust all of your options before throwing in the towel. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you need any help when it comes to the hiring process, if you're just looking for new opportunities to basically get that awareness out and hopefully find some reliable staff for your business in the near future, reach out. I can help you with that. Aside from that, though, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this has been informative, and we'll talk soon.